Hi there. Maybe you've started adding turmeric to your morning tea, your smoothie, or even your oatmeal. And honestly, good for you. Turmeric has become one of the most trusted natural remedies for inflammation, joint pain, and even memory support. It's called nature's anti-inflammatory gift for a reason. But what if I told you it may not be helping you the way you think it is? What if something simple in your kitchen, something you're eating every day, is quietly blocking turmeric's healing power? You see, turmeric isn't the miracle unless you know how to unlock it. Turmeric has real potential, especially as we age. But it doesn't work on its own. And worse, when paired with certain everyday foods, it can stop working altogether. Or even trigger the exact issues you're trying to heal, like inflammation and digestive trouble. That's why in this video, we're going to uncover the 3 common foods you should never eat with turmeric, and just as importantly, 3 simple pairings that actually boost its power. By the end, you won't just know what to avoid. You'll know how to turn turmeric into a reliable tool for your health after 60, not just another wasted supplement. So if you're ready to get the real benefits of turmeric, the way it's meant to work, stay with me. Processed dairy. When creamy turns costly. Let's begin with something that might surprise you. The creamy comforts in your kitchen could be the very thing blocking the power of turmeric. That's right. Processed dairy products like powdered creamers, American cheese slices, sweetened yogurts, and even pre-shredded cheese may be doing more harm than good, especially when paired with this golden spice. Now, if you're over 60 and adding turmeric to your daily routine, maybe stirring it into warm milk, mixing it into a smoothie, or sprinkling it over eggs, that's a smart move. But here's what most people don't realize. Curcumin, the active healing compound in turmeric, is incredibly hard for your body to absorb. It needs the right conditions to work. And processed dairy creates the wrong ones. Here's why. Most processed dairy is full of additives, artificial stabilizers, and sugars, ingredients that stress your digestion and slow nutrient absorption. On top of that, dairy proteins can actually bind to curcumin, making it difficult, if not impossible, for your body to access turmeric's anti-inflammatory effects. So even if you're trying to reduce joint pain or support brain health, mixing turmeric with processed dairy may be canceling out your efforts. Picture this. You stir turmeric into a flavored yogurt thinking you're doing something good. But with every spoonful, you're helping and hurting at the same time. The turmeric wants to heal, but the sugar and additives in that yogurt slam the door shut before the benefits ever get in. Now, I'm not here to take away your favorites. I'm here to help you swap them wisely. Instead of using a powdered creamer in your coffee, try unsweetened almond milk or oat milk. They're easier to digest, more anti-inflammatory, and let turmeric do its job. If yogurt is your thing, opt for plain Greek yogurt and stir in a touch of raw honey for sweetness, not a load of hidden sugar. And if you love the idea of a warm turmeric latte, ditch the dairy and try it with coconut milk or oat milk. Not only is it just as creamy, it's actually better for your joints, your gut, and your long-term wellness. Because here's the truth. Turmeric is medicine from the earth. But medicine only works when we create space for it to work. So before you reach for your next dairy-based snack, ask yourself, is this helping me heal, or is it holding me back? Coming up next, there's another everyday ingredient that might be just as common and just as quietly harmful. It hides in your fridge, in your salad dressing, and sometimes in your so-called healthy meals. Let's take a closer look. Vinegar. When acid meets antioxidant. You probably have a bottle of vinegar sitting in your kitchen right now. Maybe you drizzle it on your salad, dip your fries in ketchup, or enjoy the occasional pickle with your sandwich. It feels fresh, zesty, even healthy. But when you're using turmeric daily for joint pain, memory support, or inflammation control, this common kitchen staple might be quietly sabotaging your efforts. Here's what most people don't realize. Turmeric, by itself, isn't easy for the body to absorb. The compound that gives it its healing power, curcumin, is extremely sensitive. It needs a stable, supportive environment to survive digestion and actually enter your bloodstream. That's where vinegar becomes a problem. When you pair turmeric with highly acidic foods, such as white vinegar, apple cider vinegar, mustard, or store-bought vinaigrettes, you create an environment that's far too harsh for curcumin to thrive. The acid begins to break down the delicate structure of curcumin before it even has a chance to reach your cells. That means you could be adding turmeric to your salad dressing, thinking you're helping your body, when in reality, the vinegar is neutralizing the benefits. And it's not just about chemistry. Many older adults over 60 already experience sensitive digestion, slower metabolism, or acid reflux. Adding vinegar-heavy foods on top of that, especially in combination with turmeric, can lead to bloating, heartburn, and gastrointestinal discomfort. What was meant to soothe your system might end up stressing it instead. But here's the good news. You don't have to give up flavor to get turmeric's full benefit. You just have to rethink your pairings. Instead of drowning your salad in a vinegar-based dressing, try making a simple blend of extra virgin olive oil, fresh lemon juice, a sprinkle of turmeric, and a pinch of black pepper. This does 3 things at once. The healthy fat in olive oil helps dissolve curcumin. The black pepper contains piperine, which can boost absorption by up to 2,000%, and the mild acidity of lemon is far gentler on your system than vinegar. And here's a practical tip. If you love pickles, ketchup, or anything tangy, enjoy them at a different time of day. Just not with your turmeric. Give it a chance to work without interference, because turmeric is more than just a trendy superfood. It's a healing ally. But even allies need the right support to be effective. So before you mix that golden spice into your next meal, pause and ask, will this turmeric help me? Coming up next, the most surprising food that cancels out turmeric's benefits. Not sour, but sweet. And it's probably already in your pantry. Refined sugar. Sweet to the tongue. Sour to the cells. Imagine starting your day with a bowl of sweetened cereal, thinking it's a comforting choice. You sprinkle in some turmeric, hoping to harness its anti-inflammatory benefits. But here's the twist. That sugar-laden breakfast might be counteracting the very benefits you're seeking from turmeric. Turmeric's active compound, curcumin, is renowned for its anti-inflammatory properties. However, when consumed alongside refined sugars, its efficacy can be significantly diminished. Refined sugars, prevalent in many processed foods, can induce inflammation, spike blood sugar levels, and hinder nutrient absorption. This means that while turmeric works to reduce inflammation, sugar simultaneously promotes it, sending mixed signals to your body. It's akin to pressing the accelerator and the brake pedals simultaneously in a car. Your body doesn't know which direction to take. The result? Reduced effectiveness of turmeric and potential exacerbation of inflammatory conditions. A study highlighted that curcumin can help regulate blood sugar levels and improve insulin sensitivity. However, these benefits are compromised when curcumin is consumed with high amounts of sugar. The sugar-induced spikes in blood glucose can overshadow curcumin's positive effects, making it less effective in managing inflammation and blood sugar levels. So, what's the alternative? Opt for natural sweeteners like raw honey or maple syrup in moderation. These not only provide sweetness, but also come with their own set of health benefits. For instance, raw honey has antioxidant properties and can complement turmeric's effects when used judiciously. Consider starting your day with a turmeric-infused smoothie using unsweetened almond milk, a handful of berries, and a touch of raw honey. This combination ensures you're reaping the full benefits of turmeric without the detrimental effects of refined sugars. Remember, it's not just about adding turmeric to your diet, it's about creating an environment where it can function optimally. By being mindful of sugar intake, especially refined sugars, you allow turmeric to work its magic, supporting your body's anti-inflammatory processes and promoting overall well-being. In the next segment, we'll delve into the foods and ingredients that can amplify turmeric's benefits, ensuring you get the most out of this golden spice. Black pepper. A pinch that changes everything. You've probably heard the saying, "Big things come in small packages." When it comes to turmeric, that couldn't be more true, especially when that small package is a tiny pinch of black pepper. Turmeric's power lies in curcumin, a potent compound known for fighting inflammation, easing joint pain, and even protecting memory. But here's the catch. Your body isn't great at absorbing curcumin on its own. In fact, without help, it passes through your system with barely a trace of impact. You might be stirring turmeric into tea, adding it to soups, or taking it in capsules, and still wondering why you're not feeling the difference. The solution? A spice you already have on your kitchen shelf. Black pepper, something you might sprinkle mindlessly onto eggs or salads, holds a secret weapon called piperine. This compound doesn't just add flavor, it boosts turmeric absorption by up to 2,000%. Yes, 2,000. That's not marketing hype. That's science. Piperine works by slowing down the liver's process of breaking down curcumin too quickly. It gives curcumin a fighting chance, allowing it to enter your bloodstream, travel to your cells, and start doing the work it was meant to do. Calming inflammation, easing stiffness, and supporting whole body health. Here's what that means in real life. Imagine you're making a soothing cup of golden milk, a blend of turmeric, warm almond milk, maybe a little cinnamon. On its own, that drink is pleasant, even comforting. But the moment you add just a pinch of freshly ground black pepper, it becomes powerful. Suddenly, that golden milk isn't just a drink, it's a tool. A gentle, delicious therapy session for your joints, your digestion, your mind. The best part? You don't need much. Studies show that even 1/20th of a teaspoon of pepper is enough to enhance curcumin's bioavailability. That's less than a few shakes from your pepper grinder. It's not just for tea, either. Add turmeric and pepper to your scrambled eggs, sprinkle them onto roasted vegetables, stir them into soups and stews. The pairing is subtle in flavor, but bold in results. One important tip: always use freshly ground pepper when possible. Pre-ground pepper from store-bought shakers loses its potency quickly. Grinding whole peppercorns gives you more piperine, which means more benefit. And if you're taking turmeric as a supplement, check the label. High-quality formulas often include piperine, sometimes listed as bioperine. If it's missing, your supplement might be falling short. So here's your reminder. Turmeric alone is good. But turmeric with pepper? That's transformational. You don't need to change your entire diet to feel better. Sometimes it starts with a dash of awareness and a pinch of pepper. Next time you stir your turmeric, don't forget the black pepper. Not for taste, for transformation. Now, if you're ready to take this one step further and unlock turmeric's full healing potential, you'll need something even richer than spice. Something creamy, satisfying, and surprisingly essential. Healthy fats, the carriers of healing. Let's imagine turmeric as a wise healer, one who brings the tools your body needs to fight inflammation, ease pain, and support memory. But like any healer, turmeric can't do the work alone. It needs a ride, a carrier to take it where it belongs, into your bloodstream, into your joints, into your cells. That carrier? Healthy fat. See, curcumin, the active ingredient in turmeric, is what scientists call fat-soluble. That means it dissolves best in fat, not water. Without fat, curcumin simply floats through your digestive tract and exits your body without ever being absorbed. It's like writing a heartfelt letter, but never mailing it. The message is lost. This is one of the most overlooked facts about turmeric. Many people stir it into water or tea thinking they're doing something good. And they are, in spirit. But without pairing it with fat, they're only getting a tiny fraction of turmeric's full benefit. It's a missed opportunity. Now here's the beautiful part. You don't need exotic oils or expensive supplements to fix this. Your kitchen already holds the answer. Think olive oil, avocados, nut butters, chia seeds, flax, even fatty fish like salmon. These are the natural whole food fats that help turmeric do its job, and they come with benefits of their own. They're heart-healthy, brain-supportive, and deeply nourishing. Let's walk through a few simple ways to pair turmeric with healthy fats in your everyday meals. 1. Golden smoothie. Upgrade. Start your day with a turmeric smoothie, but don't stop at almond milk and banana. Add half an avocado or a spoonful of almond or peanut butter. The creaminess adds richness, but more importantly, it gives turmeric the fat it needs to be absorbed. You're not just blending ingredients, you're blending healing. 2. Roasted vegetables with olive oil and turmeric. Toss sweet potatoes, carrots, or cauliflower in a mix of turmeric, black pepper, and extra virgin olive oil. Roast until golden. What you're creating isn't just a side dish, it's a therapeutic meal. The olive oil not only carries the curcumin deeper into your system, but brings its own anti-inflammatory powers. 3. Savory breakfast with good fat. Scramble eggs in avocado oil, sprinkle turmeric and pepper, and maybe even slice some fresh avocado on top. This breakfast supports joint health, fuels the brain, and sets a steady tone for the day. 4. Creamy soup with coconut milk. Making soup? Stir in some turmeric and a splash of full-fat coconut milk. It adds creaminess and turns your meal into a healing elixir. Coconut fat is gentle on digestion and perfect for those with dairy sensitivities. 5. Chia pudding with turmeric and honey. Mix chia seeds, almond milk, a pinch of turmeric, and a drizzle of raw honey. Let it sit overnight. In the morning, you've got a spoonful of fiber, fat, and anti-inflammatory goodness all in one bowl. Now, you might wonder, What about those low-fat or fat-free options we've been told are better for us? Let's shift that mindset. After 60, your body doesn't need less. It needs smarter. Smart fat doesn't clog your arteries. It fuels your hormones. It protects your cells. It gives turmeric the partner it needs to move through your system with purpose. It turns a spice into a healing force. And no, this doesn't mean overloading on fat. A drizzle, a spoonful, a few seeds, that's all it takes. The goal isn't quantity. The goal is quality and consistency. Here's a story shared by one of our viewers. I used to add turmeric to my tea every night. Felt good, but nothing dramatic. Then I started blending it into a spoonful of almond butter before bed. 2 weeks later, my hands weren't stiff in the morning. It was subtle, but real. Like my body finally got the message. That's the truth about turmeric and fat. When paired right, they speak the same language. They work in harmony, one carrying, the other healing. One unlocking the door, the other walking through it. So next time you stir, sauté, or sip, ask yourself, where's the fat? Is there something in this meal that helps turmeric stay, not just pass through? And here's a quick reminder. Avoid pairing turmeric with processed or damaged fats, like margarine, vegetable shortening, or deep-fried oils. These increase inflammation and cancel out everything turmeric is trying to do. Stick to whole, nourishing sources, the ones that come from nature, not factories. Because when turmeric and healthy fat meet, something quiet but powerful happens. Healing begins to move. And now that you've got the fuel, it's time for one last secret. A natural ingredient that sweetens the deal and deepens the healing, all while soothing your system from the inside out. Raw honey. Sweetness with a purpose. Imagine starting your day with a spoonful of golden honey, its rich aroma filling your senses. But not just any honey. Raw honey, unprocessed and untouched by heat. This natural elixir has been cherished for centuries, not only for its sweetness, but for its remarkable health benefits. Raw honey is a powerhouse of antioxidants, enzymes, and nutrients. Unlike processed honey, which often loses its beneficial properties due to pasteurization, raw honey retains its full spectrum of health-promoting compounds. It contains bee pollen and propolis, both known for their anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial effects. When combined with turmeric, raw honey enhances the spice's anti-inflammatory power. Turmeric's active compound, curcumin, is known for its health benefits, but its absorption in the body is limited. Raw honey acts as a natural carrier, aiding in the absorption of curcumin and amplifying its effects. One simple way to harness this synergy is the golden spoon. Mix a teaspoon of raw honey with a pinch of turmeric and a dash of black pepper. This trio not only delights the palate, but also supports digestion, boosts immunity, and combats inflammation. It's crucial to choose raw honey over processed varieties. Processed honey often lacks the beneficial enzymes and antioxidants found in raw honey. Moreover, some commercial honeys may contain added sugars or syrups, diminishing their health value. Incorporating raw honey into your daily routine can be as simple as drizzling it over oatmeal, stirring it into herbal tea, or enjoying it straight from the spoon. Its natural sweetness satisfies cravings while providing a host of health benefits. As we conclude our exploration of turmeric's allies, remember that the combination of turmeric, black pepper, healthy fats, and raw honey creates a potent blend for health and wellness. Embrace these natural ingredients and let them work together to support your well-being. Turmeric works, but only when you work with it. You've made it to the end, and that says something, not just about your curiosity, but about your care. Because your health deserves more than trends. It deserves more than guesswork. It deserves understanding. And now, you have it. What you learned today may seem simple. Avoid certain foods, pair turmeric with the right allies, and be mindful of how your body receives what you give it. But simple doesn't mean small. In fact, the smallest adjustments often lead to the biggest shifts in how we feel, how we heal, and how we live. Turmeric is not magic. It can't undo decades overnight. But when you give it the right environment, when you add that pinch of pepper, that drizzle of raw honey, that spoonful of healthy fat, it becomes something close to magic. Not a cure-all, but a consistent, quiet partner in your journey toward wellness. Maybe tomorrow morning looks a little different. Maybe you reach for turmeric with intention. Maybe your tea feels more like a ritual. Maybe your knees ache a little less. Or maybe your heart just feels more hopeful. Because this isn't just about what's in your cup. It's about the power you have to change your habits, your health, and your future, one thoughtful choice at a time. If this video gave you clarity, or comfort, or even just a better way to brew your tea, like it. Share it, and subscribe for more gentle guidance like this. And most of all, pass it on to someone who still believes that healing can come from nature and from knowledge. Because when you work with your body, when you listen and learn, when you care deeply, healing happens. And turmeric, it just helps light the way.